Welcome. Welcome to Conversations on Court.
Take 2.
We decided to do this because we're a little bit tipsy.
Cheers.
We're away for a mini break in an Airbnb. But basically, we play racquetball, don't we, every week? And the topic of conversation that we get through is like therapy.
More than.
So we basically talk about everything and anything that affects people in their 50s.
Women, mostly.
Yeah, so we talk about our partners, we talk about our weight, our diet,
health, dying, menopause, death, weddings, jobs,
new
jobs,
new
ventures, challenges,
and adventures, and living life really. So we thought it would be a good idea to translate those conversations from court to a podcast called Conversations on Court. And I'm Helen and
I'm Lisa. And Conversations on Court we thought was quite funny because it's cock girls but COC girls, which actually is really good.
It's quite well.
So
topic one, excuse the decor. We're actually away in an Airbnb, like I said, just because we thought we can. We're good friends. Our partners work away, or
aren't around
in the week, and we had some holiday to use up. We've got dogs. We thought, why don't we just go away? We'll go somewhere where we can do some dog walks, we can do some sea swimming, and we can
drink
rubbish and drink lots. And this is the outcome of us drinking a bit too much, probably. But
yeah, the first video we did was really good, but I hit time lapse.
So we go,
and there's no sound. So we're going to do it again, and we're going to choose the topic of how you should book an Airbnb,
what to do, and maybe not what to do, what you shouldn't do, which is what's led us here, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. So originally we were going to come away, get lots of bits and pieces done, and talk about one of the topics on court, which has been death and dying and health and eating and all that.
Cheery subjects.
Cheery subjects. But when we arrived at our B&B, we decided we would talk about this instead.
Yeah, because clearly you can get this horribly wrong.
And you shouldn't let your friend book it without looking.
Checking out fully the reviews of the place and actually where you're going. Because we thought we were going to Cornwall, and that we were going to be walking on Bodmin Moor and visiting a few lovely beaches.
Or even Dartmoor or Exmoor, but we didn't get to any more.
Yeah. We've ended up in Devon, and we've ended up really in the middle of nowhere. In fact, we are quite close to Bude though, and we do love a good sea swim, and there is an excellent sea pool there.
Which we did today, which was fantastic.
Little chilly, but it was fantastic.
Just a tiny bit chilly.
Lovely chap.
No, that's for another chat.
Teeny weeniest of budgie smugglers he had on there, didn't it? Anyway.
With rather full budgie smugglers. But we'll talk about another day.
Quite a while, he was telling us how long he'd been in the pool, and we were impressed.
But it's quite interesting.
So what was in the budgie smugglers was as big as it was, considering it had been 26 minutes.
And seeing as we're the cock girls, it's quite good for this first episode.
But anyway, we digress, which we can often do, because you can imagine.
Yeah.
On court, our conversation bounces around probably as much as our racquetball ball. So, we thought we would tell you about booking an Airbnb, didn't we? About make sure that you know where you're going and that any activities in the area you've kind of planned and researched and you know what you want to do while
because
you're here
we
for 2 days.
Yeah.
We clearly didn't, because we thought we were going to Cornwall. Secondly, look at where you're going and
the reviews, which we did,
and in fairness, they were
okay.
Okay.
We looked at the pictures, and they were okay.
Interesting.
But they were okay.
Yeah.
Kind of.
They were interesting.
Yeah.
But we thought, hey ho,
Yeah, and then we kind of turned up and it all went a bit horribly wrong, really. But we're still here.
We thought we got the wrong place, and we thought this must be the wrong place, until this lovely, lovely lady came running out saying, "Yoo-hoo! Are you Lisa?"
And I went,
And we were like, "Oh God, we're not in the wrong place."
yeah, and she was wearing,
A
as
villa.
we pulled up, this lady came out and she had a very pale jumper on with half her dinner down it. And I kind of said to Helen, I hope that's not her. It can't be the right place. And she knew my name, so clearly it was her.
We'd arrived.
And I kind of turned around and went, "Oh, hello," and turned to Helen going,
But it didn't stop there, did it?
"Oh
'Cause
God, no."
we entered, and there was this kind of
Odour.
yeah, that
Smell.
just hit you. And we're not quite sure how to describe it, are we? It was kind of a mixture of a
It's Fausty, if that's a word.
sort of
Fausty. Is it
I
Fausty?
don't know.
Is it Fausty? I don't know. Is that not a word?
I don't know.
Fausty, but it was.
Now, if that's
It was, wasn't
Fausty,
it?
that's what it was.
Was it?
But it was kind of a combination of someone who'd been smoking,
Yeah.
a regular roast dinner cooker,
Yeah. And damp.
and damp.
Very damp.
So, draw your own conclusions.
Yeah.
When you felt that one.
And the trouble is, it was like, you know, like when you get off an aeroplane and you hit a wall of heat. Well, as you open the door, you hit a wall of smell. And I kind of turned to Helen.
But
We kind of looked at each other, and it was like, even the dogs were like, "What is going on?"
However, I have to say, the
She was
lady herself
lovely.
was absolutely lovely. She showed us round, she showed us how everything worked. She was quite proud that, this was quite new to them.
She left us a bottle of Prosecco,
Bottle of
and some
Prosecco.
milk.
Milk and a
Biscuits,
lovely box of family
which
circle
you're
that
on.
perched on.
You're on at the moment to get the right height for the video.
So, we thought, well,
Let's
we'll give it a go.
Give
What
it a go.
doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
only
and,
just
and certainly gives you life lessons. So
Yeah.
that's why we thought,
good
you know
topic
what? Good topic to start with.
because it doesn't end there. We were going to stay in, and it was so kind of disappointing and stinky that we went out. And as we left, we tried to lock 2 back doors, and that sounds really bad. And actually, there were no keys. So I popped next door and met a gentleman who said, "Oh, don't worry, there's people
Nobody
always
comes
around,
in."
it's fine." So we kind of left all our possessions in a house that we'd never been in, with no locks, and went out. And when we came back about, 4 or 5 hours later, he said, no, she said, she met us, still with the same jumper. I kid you not. Literally, with probably a bit more food on it, I'm not sure.
I think there was an extra special stain there.
and she said, we couldn't, the previous guests had the keys,
They must have gone off with the keys.
and that's a month. And so they've just drilled the locks out, and they've left holes.
Don't worry, we've removed all that. So you now have a gaping hole with the wind blowing through and absolutely no security overnight,
And it was dark.
which was a little bit scary. We were very glad that we had the dogs here. Guard dogs, clearly.
Clearly, they're both snoring. And then we put a dining room chair into the first lock, and the second lock was hysterical because we put a bar stool under it because it was higher.
And then we saw there was a cat flap and we thought, well, what if somebody puts their arm on the cat flap? They can knock the stool away. So we came out with a brilliant idea. There was a dishwasher next to it, so we thought, well, open the dishwasher door, block the bottom of the bar stool with that. Bingo.
Oh
Who
my
needs
God.
a yell lock when you've got a bar stool and a dishwasher?
So we did that.
Just saying.
We had a nice evening. And then we
Upstairs is a bit scary though, isn't it?
we had to go to bed
The
because
stairs are diddly diddly.
and there's a door on the landing which goes through to next door, which has got just no door handle, and they put a
There's
blanket.
about an inch gap. I
Yeah,
think,
the
that you can
blanket
see.
closes it, but underneath there's a
I can see a bottle of Daddy's sauce.
in the bedroom or whatever room it is.
That's
I don't know.
wrong.
It's like a junk room, isn't it? And there's Daddy's sauce, and like so I ended up getting a towel and putting it across the gap.
Privacy.
Honestly, but you can hear everything. You can hear the dogs going up and down the stairs. I think they might be able to hear us, but there is a door between us and the doorway now, so hopefully not this. But
and we don't, absolutely lovely people.
oh, without doubt,
Couldn't be friendly
lovely.
enough. Couldn't be,
and they have sorted out the locks.
absolutely cracking.
Yeah.
Things here, aren't there? Like the dishwasher tablets, the washing soap, the milk, the biscuits, the prosecco, everything, tea, coffee, sugar,
Tea towels,
everything you can
washing up
possibly
liquid.
want. I guess it's a little bit of a rough diamond that needs a little bit.
Student
of
accommodation, only kind of not as good.
Yeah.
Kind
Just
of
needs
good
finishing.
Wi-Fi.
Excellent Wi-Fi.
A few channels on the telly, so that's okay.
Yeah.
A fridge that works because
Yeah.
we've got the.
A resident spider.
Oh look,
And
yeah,
cobwebs.
spider up behind us and cobwebs. So, the idea of this was to say, check where you're going,
check
what you
wanna
want,
do.
what you want, really, isn't it? Dog friendly, because it is dog friendly.
Maybe
No, it's not. Outside's
have
not.
a proper look at the reviews, because the reviews were brilliant, but I guess the reviews are good in what they don't say.
Yeah.
And they mention the friendliness, they mention
Which
the
is true.
road base. They kind of don't mention anything about the standard.
The
of
homemade
accommodation.
carpet fitting, and the homemade lino fitting,
Yeah,
and the homemade tiling,
the decor.
the decor. Can you see the purple?
I mean,
oh, hang on, purple and grey. You can
sage
see
green and purple.
purple, grey, green,
cracking.
and you can't see, but the curtains are about a foot too long
In every room.
in every room, and kind of the stairs are too narrow.
But I guess standards taste all
Bed
all
linen,
varies.
beds are fine,
Yeah.
clean, pillows smell
No
okay.
nylon in here.
No nylon, no, and no brush cotton, so that was good. And the pillowcases are okay, and the beds, still a bit scary in the bedrooms. We kind of didn't go up till 11 o'clock last night together with dogs.
There's a dark corner in one room, isn't
Yeah,
there?
your
With
room.
slanty roofs that are quite low. You don't get up suddenly.
And in my
And in your
room,
room, there's a bit of erect wood, isn't there?
there's a
That's
very big piece of
kind
erect wood.
A kind of a roof joist.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Beam
Beam.
that you don't want to walk into in the middle of the night
No.
when you're going to the toilet. But other
And
than that, it's
there
a
was
little
a
bit Russian
resident
roulette.
spider, a resident butterfly, a few
Fly.
dead flies. One you saw in my hair.
I know.
That's-
That's
He probably slept there, yeah! He's probably scared as well.
it was great to be released the next morning, wasn't it? Bless him. And just
Yeah, so check at what isn't said as much as what is said, because I think that's right.
And whatever you do, go with someone you know
Yeah.
that you can have a laugh with, and that you can kind of, what doesn't
Just-
kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Have a laugh, because do you know what? It's not where you go, it's who you with, isn't
It is.
And we can have a laugh. We can get through anything.
And we stayed, but we did kind of gaze at.
We did Pontins.
We did Pontins once. We did kind of gaze at some nice apartments that we passed, and we're thinking,
Longingly.
God, yes, we should be in those. But do you know what? The gin and the friendship, innit? So
To
cheers.
gin and friendship.
Yeah.
And many more podcasts. We
Yes.
hope you've enjoyed this one.
Conversations on Court signing off.
See you soon.
Bye.
Hello now.